When ego collides with engineering, you get Andrew Tate's garage. This isn't wealth, it's warfare on wheels. Let's step inside his $130 million mechanical empire. When Tate throws the now iconic line, "What color is your Bugatti?" he's not asking, he's declaring. That question comes backed by a $5.2 million Bugatti Chiron Purse Sport, custom finished in his signature burnished copper shade. This machine isn't just built, it's unleashed. Under the hood sits a quad-turbo WT16 beast, pumping out 1,500 horsepower and capable of hitting 60 miles per hour in 2.3 seconds flat. It's less of a car and more of a thunderstorm trapped in carbon fiber. Critics mocked the copper tone. Tate made it a meme. What was meant to be a joke turned into a symbol of defiance, confidence, and dominance. That shade isn't random, it's a statement. I don't blend in. And when authorities in Romania impounded 11 of his other rides, this one stayed untouched, resting safe in Dubai, shining under the desert sun like a trophy from another planet. Only 60 pure sports were ever made, and Tate's edition features copper wheels, custom interiors, and an attitude that screams exclusivity. This machine isn't about driving fast, it's about owning the conversation. From viral memes to global headlines, the Badman Copper Bugatti isn't just transportation, it's Tate's ultimate power play, the crown jewel in his empire of speed. When it comes to rare machines, Andrew Tate doesn't chase luxury, he hunts legends. Instead of focusing on limited edition cars, Andrew Tate directly targets those that are rarely seen by the public. Enter the Pagani Huayra BC, a masterpiece so rare that only 20 exist on the planet, and of course, one bears Tate's name. With a jaw-dropping price tag of $5.2 million, it's powered by a twin-turbo V12 that screams past 750 horsepower, launching from 0 to 100 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. But Tate's love for this machine isn't just about numbers, it's about craftsmanship that borders on obsession. The Huayra BC is clad in a skin of Viola drone carbon fiber, paired with an interior crafted from Malabich leather, handcrafted to perfection. Every inch feels more like a sculpture that happens to move than a traditional supercar. This particular beast came straight from VIP Motors in Dubai, one of the few places on earth capable of satisfying Tate's appetite for the ultra-exclusive. Owning a Pagani isn't about wealth, it's about power, influence, and the rare privilege of being truly untouchable. Andrew Tate has always drawn a hard line. No electric cars, ever. To him, EVs are soulless, silent toys for tech billionaires. But then came the Rimac Nevera, and even Tate had to surrender. This isn't just an electric vehicle, it's a 1,877 horsepower lightning strike on wheels. With a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 1.74 seconds, it holds the crown as the fastest production electric hypercar on Earth. What makes it terrifying isn't only the speed, it's the intelligence. Rimac's cutting-edge tech is so advanced that Porsche and Bugatti rely on it for their own hypercar engineering. From AI-assisted performance control to torque vectoring that adjusts every millisecond, the Nevera feels less like a car and more like a carbon fiber spaceship. Despite calling EVs emotionless, Tate couldn't ignore the chaos this one creates. He ordered a custom Nevera with matte stealth paint, forged carbon trim, and a personalized interface crafted to match his brand, raising the total to a wild $4.4 million. Even in a world powered by electricity, Tate refuses to be ordinary. He didn't just buy another EV, he bought the EV. The one machine that broke his own rule and proved that even silence can roar. First it was, what color is your Bugatti? Now Tate's taken the game to a new level. What color is your Jesco? Meet the Koenigsegg Jesco Attack, a $3 million hypercar that looks like it escaped from a science lab. Only 125 exist in the world, and Tate owns one, wrapped in Tiffany blue satin, guaranteed to turn heads before it even starts. This isn't just speed, it's aerodynamic aggression. Built for absolute dominance on the track, the Jesco Attack is engineered to stick to the ground like it's magnetized. A massive rear wing, razor-sharp aero fins, and even a G-force meter inside tell you one thing. This car doesn't just drive, it defies physics. Powered by a twin-turbo V8 pushing over 1,600 horsepower on E85 fuel, the Jesco is the definition of controlled chaos. But Tate's model? It's even more personal. He spec'd on it with a snow-white interior, race-grade carbon seats, and a custom digital cockpit that reads live telemetry like a fighter jet. Every inch says a don't touch, don't ask. So why own it? For the same reason he bought his Bugatti, to flex the unattainable. In a world drowning in Ferraris and Lambos, Tate's Jesco stands as the car that can't be copied, the one even millionaires can't casually buy. And when the critics talk, Tate just smiles and fires back with his new favorite line: "What color is your Jesco?" When Andrew Tate buys a car, he doesn't buy one, he buys the pair. That's why he owns 2 Ferrari 812 Superfasts, because in Tate's world, one is never enough. Each Italian masterpiece costs around $365,000 and is powered by a naturally aspirated V12 that belts out 789 horsepower, a sound so raw it could make an Aventador SVJ flinch. The 812 isn't built for convenience, it's built for chaos, charisma, and control. With a top speed of 211 miles per hour, it screams through the streets like a thunderstorm on command. The exhaust doesn't hum, it detonates. Every rev is a declaration of dominance. Forget hybrids and quiet EVs. Tate lives for combustion, for engines that breathe fire instead of silence. Sure, it drinks fuel like a beast, averaging 12 miles per gallon, but when you're flexing on a global scale, nobody counts drops of gas. One of Tate's Superfasts wears a stealth matte black coat, sleek and menacing. The other flaunts Rosso Red, classic Ferrari energy for when he wants to arrive like royalty. For anyone else, 2 Ferraris might seem excessive. For Andrew Tate, it's just another day of doing things his way. Fast, loud, and unapologetic. Andrew Tate's relationship with McLaren has been anything but smooth. He fell in love with the 720S until it started betraying him with breakdowns. But instead of giving up, Tate did what Tate always does. He leveled up. Enter the McLaren 765 LT, the 720S's meaner, leaner, and far more violent sibling. Priced at just over $400,000, it packs 850 horsepower, is 180 pounds lighter than its predecessor, and rips from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.7 seconds. It's not a car, it's a middle finger to physics. Tate doesn't just own one McLaren, he owns 4. Among them, his purple 720S still gets the Instagram spotlight, but when he wants real chaos, he grabs the keys to the 765 LT, his weapon of choice for unleashing speed that melts the asphalt. This isn't a showroom trophy. Tate drives it hard, on the track, in the streets, anywhere it can scream. With its extended carbon aero kit and titanium exhaust that literally spits flames, the 765 LT is pure automotive aggression on display. If the 720S was elegant, the 765 LT is warfare on wheels. And Tate? He didn't just buy it to pose, he bought it to dominate. Not every car in Andrew Tate's arsenal screams for attention. Some whisper dominance through precision, and that's exactly what his Porsche 911 GT2 RS does. But as always with Tate, there's a twist. His version has been tech art tuned, pushing the output to a brutal 800 horsepower and dressed in a full carbon fiber body kit that looks both deadly and elegant. Tate calls this one the most balanced car I own, and it's easy to see why. No flashy wraps, no wild colors, just German engineering stripped down to its purest form. Inside, Alcantara seats, a minimal cockpit, and race-spec suspension transform it into a street-legal track weapon. It rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.7 seconds, effortlessly keeping up with hypercars that cost twice as much. When Tate wants pure driving without the theatrics, no crowds, no cameras, just speed and control, the GT2 RS is the car he reaches for, because in a collection built on flexing, this one doesn't need to shout. It proves its worth in silence and lap times. Andrew Tate's empire of machines isn't just built on brute force, it's built on prestige, and nothing captures that better than his Aston Martin Valhalla, a masterpiece that redefines elegance at over $1 million a piece. Only 999 exist worldwide, each one a rare blend of British sophistication and Formula One aggression. Developed in collaboration with Aston Martin's F1 team, the Valhalla pairs hybrid innovation with a twin turbocharged V8 wrapped in a body sculpted for airflow and speed. For Tate, this car isn't about setting lap records, it's about engineering purity. He's famously skeptical of hybrids, but even he admits that Valhalla is different, a machine that earns respect instead of demanding it. It's the kind of car that doesn't need to shout to make a statement. Every curve, every gear shift, and every aerodynamic edge reflects a balance between power and grace. In a world obsessed with noise and flash, Tate's Valhalla stands apart, a true gentleman's weapon, quietly powerful, flawlessly built, and impossible to ignore. Not every car in Andrew Tate's collection is built to destroy racetracks. Some are made to command respect without a sound, and that's where the Rolls-Royce Wraith enters the picture. With a 624 horsepower twin-turbo V12, suicide doors, and an 18-speaker luxury sound system, this $380,000 masterpiece isn't about speed, it's about status. It's the car you glide in, not race in. Tate's Wraith is far from standard. His custom blue-black finish, Starlight headliner, Apple CarPlay, and Wi-Fi hotspot make every ride feel like a first-class flight through the night sky. When Tate wants to arrive with quiet authority to a high-stakes dinner, a business meeting, or a Dubai hotel entrance, the Wraith is his chariot. There's no need for flames or noise, just presence. Because in Tate's world, power isn't always loud. The Wraith proves that true dominance can glide, wrapped in leather, silence, and unmistakable prestige. For moments when Tate wants effortless luxury over adrenaline, he turns to the Bentley Continental GT. With a 626 horsepower W12 engine and the kind of convertible elegance only Britain can deliver, this car's raw power wrapped in refinement. Tate doesn't flaunt it to show off, he drives it to command attention quietly, the kind of presence that speaks before words. Across social media, the GT has become a symbol of wealth and sophistication, a rolling reminder that Tate operates on a different level, even though Romanian authorities seized 11 of his vehicles, including fan favorites like a black and gold Porsche 911 Carrera 4S, a blue Aston Martin DBS Superleggera with the custom plate T8PY, and 9 other exotic rides, still shrouded in mystery. Tate's most prized rides, the Bugatti Chiron Porsche Sport, the Koenigsegg Jesco Attack, and other ultra-rare hypercars, remain untouched, keeping his ultimate flex intact. Andrew Tate's $130 million garage isn't just about horsepower, it's about rarity, status, and domination. From custom hypercars to F1-inspired Astons, he owns the machines that most people only dream about. So what would you drive first? Like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's wildest luxury garages.